Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having an absolute magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. It's literally the moment we've all been waiting for over a year. October 10th, 2022 is the day. Banned and restricted announcements is the play. We have new bans for standard. Oh my gosh. Wait till you see what it is. We have a few other things to talk about as well, but not nearly as important as the standard ban. You already know what it is. Let's take a look. Of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to help support. Here we go. The announcement date, like I said, is the 10th of 2022, this October. Standard, the Meat Hook Massacre. Get out of here, boy, you dirty dog. You've been ruining the game for a year now. You know how happy I am to have this card frig off, Randy? Through the moon. I'm gonna go grab a cheeseburger about it. Uh, this card is, pretty good. Wiping the field, sure. This is fantastic. Of course, there are lots of other field wipes out there. Depopulate, by invitation. Uh, the list goes on and on through present cards and past cards. That's not going to change. But what was the problem was the damage dealt. Whenever a creature you control dies, deal 1 damage to your opponent. Oh my god, it made it an engine. So first, you gained massive advantage through the field wipe. Fine. That is what it is. I get it. It's a part of Magic. But now you just have an engine that provides, so much resiliency to yourself by gaining life. Boom, 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 boom. Creature you control dies, I'm gaining life. So not only did I wipe the field, but I also gained life equal to the number of creatures that you had that just died. Oops, my bad. And then, like I said, that damage output for the rest of the game as you rebuild is ridiculous. Very happy to see the Meat Hook Massacre go. Modern, losing Yorion, Sky Nomad, the 80 card deck is just too powerful. The ability to literally flicker all of your permanents that are non-land is incredible, like a field-wide flicker effect. Stop it. Of course, these bans will go into effect within Arena on the 13th, within Magic Online and Tabletop today, the 10th. Holy Toledo. So if you're playing on Arena, you don't have the Meat Hook Massacre yet. You have some mythic wildcards. I recommend you spend them on the Meat Hook Massacre right now, today, before the ban. Play with the card, have some fun. You're going to get refunded your wildcards back. Boom, got to experience it without losing any wildcards for a couple of days. So definitely check out the Meat Hook Massacre. Of course, they are talking about why they've banned it. We can go through that really quick if you're interested. Just the card pool post rotation was, shaken up because of all of the cards that left, right? We lost 4 sets, which is fairly substantial. And then they're talking about how black was, basically what people were playing competitively. The common string between all of those black decks was Meat Hook Massacre, talking about how they discussed several options, but really just trying to affect black as a whole. Meat Hook has also already been out for a year, so like they say, it's had its time to shine. And then, just kind of justifying how this was the best card to take because it affects all of the different black decks instead of, one deck like, say, Invoke Despair, because you're not running Invoke Despair most times in the multicolored decks, whereas you see every good deck that has black, boom, there's a couple copies of Meat Hook because we have to. It's just what happens, right? With this being said, the Brothers' War is on the horizon. A nice standard mix-up while we wait to build a healthy format. And I like how they say that here. That's very, very nice. An even healthier spot going forward. So that's fantastic. Probably gaining some more field wipes within black to fulfill the role of Meat Hook now that it's gone, but maybe not as powerful, right? So with this being said, the Yorion, we all know about this. We've been through there. But so what didn't get banned that we would have liked to see be adjusted? Kiki Jiki, that's in the same kind of situation as Meat Hook Massacre, but it's red, right? It's not black. It's in every deck that has red. It's like really, really good, kind of frustrating. But you know what? The difference is it's not been out for that long yet, right? It came out a little bit after Meat Hook. So we will have to wait maybe a little bit to deal with that. But again, I find that it may not be as bad as Meat Hook Massacre, but Kiki Jiki is just like it's it's in every deck. You can't escape this freaking card, which is to me a little bit of the problem, right? Because what could we be putting in that slot that's in all of these decks that's just not given any attention to now? Like we could have such a more diverse environment to play within, but it's like, well, no, these cards are like omega crutches, like rocket powered crutches. Screw walking. We're launching off here, dude. So we can get rid of that. And, in a competitive environment, creativity doesn't matter. It's about winning games. So you play the best cards. It's as simple as that, right? So it's really cool, in my opinion, to kind of try to have a creative environment within that competitive game mode. And I'm sure that we're going to see a lot of new things coming out in the coming weeks to fulfill that Meat Hook Massacre spot. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below about the Meat Hook, and maybe what other card would you have liked to see banned. I shared mine with Kiki Jiki. Interested to see what you have to say. Again, down in the comments below. Thank you one more time. Have a magical day. We'll see you soon in the next.